Hey everybody, how's it going? Today is February 6th, 2025. It's a Thursday. You know what that means? Monster Strike news. There's not that much to go over today, but there are a few good stuff coming up very soon. So let's make sure you don't miss out on them. And well, let's get started with the basics. First, of course, we have Monster Strike Day on the 10th. That doesn't change. There is a Tokudama available for the current event, the Science Princesses 3. So make sure you don't miss out on that. The other item, like you got a Continue Min, you got a Miracle Min. Not as exciting, but hey, it's there if you want it. So don't miss out on that on the 10th. But what is cool that is coming back is the Choice Gacha. If you don't know how this works, is you will have 5 days to pull on this gacha with a friend, and each of you will do a single pull, and then both of you will share the results that each other got. You'll do that for 5 days. That means you get a potential of 10 monsters in total. And of course, if you don't know how this works, well, let's take a look at the next slide here. Each of you will be able to pick an element that you want to gacha on. Pick that element and you will get a monster in that element. You do not need to pick the same element as your friend, but you probably want to discuss with your friend if you are good with one or the other. Once you pull with the friend, like I said, you will each get each other's result as well, which means you should be getting 2 monsters that day. Now, not necessarily going to be a 5-star monster because the rate is 50%. So, it's not guaranteed, but it should be a higher chance than usual to get a 5-star monster. And also, limited monsters are possible from this as well. So you might get super lucky and hit an L out of this, and your friend will be super thankful with you. Now, you will be able to get 10 total monsters over the 5 days if you find 5 unique friends to play with. Like, yes, they must be unique. You cannot play with the same person again to do this gacha. So please be careful about that. If you need more people to be friends with, I highly suggest joining the Discord channel to find people who are active and will be able to pull with you to do this gacha. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool to get a free pull out of this. Everybody gets to do, you know, a single elemental selected gacha pull, and 50%. Not bad. Speaking of gachas, we do have one more gacha that is coming for us, and that is the Strikers Collection gacha. If you remember, there was a survey out for people to vote for who they thought would be nice to get a rate up on. The top 15 monsters that got the most votes will have a rate up on this gacha, and because it's the 10th anniversary, everybody has 10 chances to pull on this gacha if they so please. Not necessary, but it does cost orbs, so it's not free. It is up to you to pull. Well, let me take that back because the next slide will tell you something different, or the slide after. Here's the top 15 monsters that made the list here. Diabolos in the first slot. We've got Sayonara Gravity, I think, for the second slot. Lucy, not surprised to see her in the third. Fourth is that is Nightmare Alpha, right? If you remember the legends, the Guardians, the Chojushinsai, Geki Jushinsai, and Oriental Travelers are not part of this gacha. And honestly, the fact that the Oriental Travelers is not part of this, some people might be happy about that. Some people might be sad because when else am I going to pull those latest monsters that were actually good? Yeah, those won't be in there. But because you see Nightmare Alpha in the fourth slot, Alpha monsters are possible. And I think I quickly went by this little tidbit. Monsters that were votable are still possible in this pool. So the other alpha monsters that were part of this voting pool are also eligible to be received in this gacha. It's just these 15 monsters are the ones that will get the rate up. So pretty cool to see that. Right, I think 12 is an alpha monster too, right? Is that Morse Alpha? I think. But pretty cool to see that. Now, I said it wasn't free, but you know what? Your first temple is actually free. So don't completely blow past this gacha. You do get one free pull, one free temple on this. But everything after that will cost orbs, so be careful. You can do that. I don't know if it's 9 more times after your free pull or 10 pulls after your free pull. I'm gonna guess the former, but we'll see when it happens. The gacha starts on the 7th, this Friday, and you will have until the 12th before the gacha goes away. Again, your first pull temple is free. Pretty cool. All right. Also, with the Monpa 10th anniversary, we get a special event in the historical battlegrounds. Teruman is going to bring back an old stage from the grave, and we'll have a week to play it, starting on the 11th until the 18th. Now, it is interesting that it specifically says an old quest that was available for a limited time will come back, and there are two difficulty here to play with. Now, Fudomo is the character in the in the boss slot, but I wonder, what comes to mind at first would be maybe we're getting a collab stage that's replaced with Fudomyo instead. I don't know. It will be interesting because one of the events for the Monpa 10th anniversary, they have Eshima and Max Murai is also going to be there. And those are old school guys that don't really necessarily play Monster Strike anymore. In fact, I saw Eshima's YouTube channel go up, and he basically spent an hour talking with Shiro to just catch up because he literally hasn't played for like years. He didn't even know what Shinju Shinka was, right? That does not exist in his history of Monster Strike. So that we're going back pretty far to bring somebody to play, I think, this area. So I am very curious what this stage is. It could be one of those infamous difficult collab stages, and if we can try those again now, I'm actually very curious how that would go. But there are two difficulties here, each with its own rewards, which we will see in the next slide here. For the first one, and this is going to be a nice callback for the old people, and for those of you who are new and missed out, the Nakano Hito people, the OG people, right? We got Chas there, we've got Sanapae, Sanapacho, Panae, and Teruman. I think I got Pana and Sanapacho mixed up, sorry. But they actually had their characters in game, and people missed out on that. You can't get that anymore. So to have that come back is pretty darn cool to see. So I'm excited to get those 10 tickets, to be honest. I mean, I'm pretty sure I have all of them, but it's just cool. So you'll have those tickets for a special quest, and then level 2 you will get a Monster Strike News themed Strikers card, which looks like this. And yes, that looks really nice. I like it a lot, but it won't replace my Lorelei Alpha wedding Strikers card. Jushinka Kai today, we've got Liberty getting the nod, and Bounce Demihume Super Blast with Anti-Gravity Barrier, Minesweeper L, Anti-Speed Down Wall, and Recovery L. Super Anti-Damage Wall and Wall. Strike Shot Turn Reducer is on the Connect skill. Requirements there is one or more. Ooh, did I not change that correctly? I feel like I remember it being 1 and 1, but let me open up my screenshots real quick and make sure live, because I don't know, I just feel like that was wrong, because usually when it's one of them has 1, it kind of falls in line. Yeah, it should be 1, so sorry, that should be 1 or more non-blast types. I'll fix that in the Discord channel, but actually, you know what, I'll just fix it live for you guys too, since I'm gonna have to change it anyway. But Strike Shot's power up, and all hit enemies get hit with the HP Sapping Meteor. That one, I like that Strike Shot a lot, right? Because you can get some recovery for your health, and also, knock them down a little bit. Bump Combo Super Reflect Shockwave 12 and the Chozetsu Mid-Range Poison Spread 5 had new on it, so must be the first time we see that in the Chozetsu level. We'll have to see what that poison damage level is gonna be at. If you still play Monst, the separate app which is focused like a rhythm game app, that will have a new event featuring what is it? Which group is that? Oh, Ebiten Musume, right. Ebiten Musume, they will be up from the 9th to the 18th. So if you enjoy that, and of course, I've been saying that the whole news, right? Monpa 10th is going to be on February 11th. Live event is in Nagoya, but for those of us not in Nagoya, we'll be able to watch online. And they did formally announce that there will be a Monster Strike news at the event, so we will see that then. Also a nice M4 versus B4 event featuring Papazono, right? And here's the timetable. It'll start at 9 a.m. Japan time and last all the way until 6:30 p.m. Japan time for the news. That's about 2.5 hours later than the news usually is. And even though this would be a Monday night, right? Yeah, Monday late night, Tuesday early morning, right? I will probably do this live so we can watch this together if you're up. I might not be able to do a video right away because I do go into work on Tuesdays, so I will get the news up for you guys, but no video until probably late I get back Tuesday late. So that's just how life runs. So you'll have to wait a little bit, but you should be able to get the slides right away. And so that's it. Here is the calendar. Like I said, we got the Monpa 10th on the 11th. You see that green box there. Monster Strike News is in the 3rd row, so don't miss out on that. You should be able to see what that Teruman's challenge is going to look like, so that'll be fun to play with as well. Yeah, I think that's it. So like I said, Monster Strike News is going to be 2 days earlier than usual, so please be careful about that. The time itself is later than usual, so day-wise it's earlier. Time-wise, you're gonna have to wait a little bit longer in the day to get that. That is February 11th, 6:30 p.m. Japan time. And here are your next week's lucky monsters, so hopefully you have at least 3 to maximize your rewards there. So that's it for me today. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions with the news, do let me know in the comments below. Monst on Twitter/X has all of these slides already available for you there. And did I say like and subscribe? I feel like I said something out of order. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Discord channel, I've already talked about it, so I think we're good. That's all for tonight. Thank you for watching. Until next time, bye bye.